Jason, you want to take number one?
Sure. Number one is one of my favorites. It is who you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is all about networking and not the social media networking type, but the
And not
real
data networking.
in-person networking, right? I find that, so many of the job opportunities you're going to have or the leads you get into, a position in an interview comes from who you know. And if you're starting out, this can kind of seem, unfair because you are
You don't know
starting at the
anybody.
beginning and you don't really have a big network. But if you actually start thinking about all the people you do know, you probably do know people in the company that you're trying to work for, right? If you are in your major metro area and there is an employer, for instance, I used to live in the Washington, D.C., Maryland area. And over there's a big hospital chain called John Hopkins, which is made by John Hopkins University. And, I could list at least 5 people that I knew that worked for John Hopkins. Now, they may not have been in IT or cybersecurity, but they worked there as a nurse or as a doctor or as a
Mm-hmm.
receptionist or in the billing department or something like that. But being able to use that person to get your resume into the right hiring manager and kind of bypass some of the filtering that happens if you go in through the front door through the website and put apply now,
Yeah.
it just really is super, super helpful. What are your thoughts when it comes to, networking in person here, Kip?
Boy, it's interesting how often I hear people who want to get into cybersecurity are so hyper focused on the hard skills, and they think that's what it's all about. It's like who has the best hard skills are the people who are going to win, right? So they think it's a meritocracy and everything else is a distant second, but that's just not true at all. Hard skills are sort of what I would call table stakes. Like you have to have hard skills to get the job, and you'll be tested on that. So to me as a hiring manager, that's kind of the easy part. I also think that people who I want to join my team, whatever hard skills you come through the door with, they're going to get stale, and you're going to have to pick up new hard skills all the time. And so I am interested in people who have more to offer than just these fixed hard skills. And so it's really the networking, right? It's not the meritocracy, it's really the networking. And here's the thing that I think people need to accept: humans like to do business or to work with other people that they know, like, and trust. That's really what it comes down to. And I think if you reflect on that as a person who's trying to break into cybersecurity or transition into cybersecurity, because maybe you already have another career, think about it. You are probably wired that way as well. Think about the people that you spend a lot of time with. Don't you enjoy spending time with people that you know, like, and trust? And that's what's going on here. Now, the great news is that you can be somebody who's known, liked, and trusted in a very straightforward way. It's really not a mystery. We love sharing that kind of information, with the people that we work with. So you'd be surprised just how easy it really can be.
Yeah, I've seen this just time and time again. Again, if anybody's new to the podcast, Kip has spent the last 20 years working in what I call the civilian industry or
Yep.
the commercial sector, with banks and sports teams and financial institutions and insurance companies and stuff like that. I spent the last 20 years dealing with the Department of Defense, the U.S. Navy, and the DoD contractors. And what I saw time and time again when people were getting out of the military after their 10 years, 15, 20 years, whatever time it was that they got out, the way they got their jobs was because they knew somebody who
Hmm.
remembered them.
Yep.
I have a guy who I worked with. He was not the best technical guy out there. I can run laps around this guy technically, but everyone knew him. Everybody liked him. And when he got out of the military after 23 years, people were lining up to throw very high paying job offers at this guy in cybersecurity, even though he's not a great cybersecurity person. But he is a person that people knew, liked, and trust. And they knew that
Yep.
he, at the management level, would tell them what it was, tell them how it is, and they would get through it. So I just see that a lot, that networking can really help. And as I said, it doesn't have to be that somebody you knew from your job or somebody that is even in the department you're going to. But
That's right.
if you are talking at your kid's soccer game to one of the other parents and you find out, oh, they work at Facebook, Google, Amazon, whatever, that might be your way into those places, right? If you're kind of it's not using your friendships to get ahead, but you are leveraging the things you have to at least get you into the consideration pile. I
Yeah.
can tell you the last position we just hired for in my company, we're up to 19 employees now. We just hired 6 people in the last 2 months. So we've been growing really fast. And the last person we just hired, We hired them specifically because somebody on my team who I know, like, and trust and really respect because she's just amazing said, "Hey, I have this person. I think she is a great fit for your company. I think you should hire her." And that, when it came down, we still went through the process. We still did the interviews, but at the end, we had two people who we really liked, and we're like, you know what? We're going to hire this person because this person who already know, like, and trust told me to, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt here because
Right.
they knew this person for years. I just met them in a 5-minute interview. So
Yep.
that's where this stuff can really kind of help get you over the edge or get you into the immediate, like that person, I didn't even look at the resume. They went right into the 2 interview pile before even going through the regular system. So it was just one of those things that you really bypass the system and get ahead.